So in the second week of October 2021, we stopped in Beaumont, Kansas for a week on our way back west. This town's on Highway 54, just off it, about 50 miles east of Wichita, Kansas. This little town is really cute. It's got a population of 50, and that building that you'll see coming up on the right there is the hotel and restaurant. Now, the restaurant is only open Friday night, all day Saturday, and Sunday morning. If you want to stay at the hotel, you have to call and make a reservation, and they bring you a key. Nobody actually stays in the hotel. It started out as a railroad town in the late 1870s, and you can see the water tower there, one of the cabooses, and the track. And they call these the Flint Hills. I didn't see many hills, but they call them the Flint Hills. And they would have 7 trains through there a day. The water tower holds 25,000 gallons, and they would run 35,000 gallons a day through those engines. So the water came from those 2 man-made ponds in the background there, and they would use it as a stopover. In addition to that, in about 1910, they started using it for cattle. Feedlots. It was before the feedlot days, but they would stop there and fatten up the cattle. They had really good tall prairie grass there, and they would feed out 9,000 head of cattle at any one time. The ranchers would come stay at the hotel. The ranch hands would sleep outside on the ground, and there was some buying and selling of cattle that would go on in this town along the railroads here. They had a nice restaurant. That's the one we ate at, still in that hotel. And they would sit there and have their dinner and make deals on cattle. Later on, they started bringing airplanes in and out of the town. So it was a very, very interesting place. So the story they tell is that in 1948, a Wichita businessman wanted to fly into Beaumont to check on his cattle that they were feeding out here by the rail yard. He asked the hotel if they'd block the road for his landing. Well, having a plane land in Beaumont was exciting, and all the residents agreed. The pilot told his friends, and soon many other aviators were talking about that little Kansas town where you could land and taxi your plane on the main street. It quickly became a tradition with the aviators and a practice for residents to check for airplanes on the streets. In 1953, the hotel owner cleared 10 acres east of the hotel and added a landing strip. Now the planes could safely land and depart on the pasture rather than on one of Beaumont's streets. Today's aviators travel to Beaumont in their antique biplanes, helicopters, ultralights, powered parachutes, and even hot air balloons.
That's a 2-seater. Oh, it's bouncy, bouncy.
Nice and quiet.
Comparatively. That was awesome. Stop. found a Dodge.